The former champion of the WEC's featherweight division, Mike Brown, looks to make a triumphant return to the octagon tonight as he battles Diego Nunes. When you think of featherweights from Brazil, the first name that comes to mind is the UFC's 145-pound champion, Jose Aldo. But hot on the trail to the top is Aldo's stablemate, Diego Nunes, who has quietly put together a 15-1 professional record that includes 4 WEC victories. It's been an impressive run, to say the least. But now, the gun must battle his toughest foe to date in former featherweight champion Mike Brown. Brown, who is returning to the octagon for the first time since 2004, is coming off a 78-second TKO of Cole Province, and with wins over Uriah Faber, Eve Edwards, and Leonard Garcia already under his belt. Expect fireworks from these two 145-pounders. Coming up next, Diego "The Gun" Nunes battles Mike Brown. The Gun is 15-1 in his mixed martial arts career. Diego Nunes likes to open up with his striking. He feels in a lot of ways that he's been underrated over the years, and now, like many other WEC fighters, Joe, he gets to showcase his skills on the biggest stage, and that is the octagon.
Well, he's another one of these really talented kids that come out of Brazil. He's a Novo União guy under Andre Pederneiras, and has an excellent record of 15-1. This is a tremendous opportunity for him, Mike, because Mike Brown, of course, is one of the highest-ranked featherweights, former champion, and a victory over him would be outstanding for the 28-year-old Diego Nunes' career.
4-1 in the WEC. Teammate of UFC featherweight champion Jose Aldo. And, of course, Mike Brown fought Jose Aldo in the past, and Diego even stated that, you know, he knows that he's not Jose, but there were things in that fight, they train under the same system, that he feels could work to his advantage in this matchup with Mike Brown tonight.
Well, when you're training with Aldo on a daily basis, you're training with one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters on the planet, and that's a massive advantage just in being able to deal with the kind of just the RPMs that guy puts out, to be able to deal with his frequency. And that's going to be awesome for Diego to have under his belt, stepping in here tonight in the octagon against Mike Brown, a man who Aldo very, very decisively defeated. That whole Novo União team has a huge roster of up-and-coming guys that no one has ever heard of that are incredibly talented. We will see a bunch of these guys in the future in the octagon, guaranteed.
Young Brazilian who has been fighting for the majority of his life.
There's a whole wave of these guys in Brazil, Mike.
Diego Nunes set to make his UFC debut here tonight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Truly one of the best, Joe. 24 career victories. The former WEC featherweight champion, he defeated Uriah Faber back in November of 2008 to win the title. Defeated Uriah again 7 months later. Those certainly the defining victories of Mike Brown's career.
And he is a beast at 145 pounds. One of the very strongest guys in the division, both in his punches and his ability to submit guys. He's got crushing guillotines and chokes. He's, you know, just really as strong as you can get at 145 pounds. He's had some lows in his career, of course, the loss to Aldo being a highlight one, and then lost to Manny Gamburyan. Just got caught by a big punch, and Manny is a very, very strong puncher. Mike Brown has since bounced back, though, with a victory, and wants to get back on track on the road to the title that he lost.
Last time he fought in the UFC, he was 28 years old back at UFC 47 down the street at the Mandalay Bay. in April of 2004. Mike Brown wanting to make a statement tonight. He knows that he's strong. He loves the knockout. And he also said, I'm good at pushing the pace, and that will be my game plan against Diego tonight. Mike Brown set to take on Diego Nunes. The former WEC featherweight champion. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight fight. The Brazilian, 28 years old, 7 years younger than Mike Brown, who will have a 3-inch reach advantage. With the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 1 loss, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Diego the Gun Nunes. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer and a wrestler, holding a professional record, 24 wins, 6 losses, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he fights out of Coconut Creek, Florida, and is the former WEC featherweight champion, Mike Brown. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
Yves Lavigne, our referee for this featherweight fight. The beautiful Shondella. Set to go here in Las Vegas.
You ready, sir? You ready? Fight!
Here we go. Black trunks for Nunes. White trunks for Mike Brown.
Distance.
Brown swings to finish fights.
Nunes opening up with some kicks right away. Nice leg kick and then a spinning back kick.
Nunes will switch his stance too on frequent occasions.
That was a brutal right leg kick, Mike. He's got some outstanding kicks.
Looks very composed and comfortable early.
Again, switch kick.
Brown looking for the takedown.
Be greedy there. Pressure.
He wants to get a hold of that ankle of Nunes and pull him out of the cage. And Nunes smartly keeping his weight on it. Doing a real good job. Nunes' foot might be stuck in there, Mike. He's out. Nice knees by Mike Brown. Again, man, he's chopping down with that knee. Oh, yeah, those are brutal.
Wow. 7, 8 of them.
And look how high he's getting it up, too. I mean, there's some power in that. Diego can't take too many of those, man. He's got to get out of that.
Continuing to fire at the same spot, Joe.
Yeah, he's going to ruin that leg. He's got to get out of that.
About a dozen of them. Brown got caught. Trying to get this fight down.
You see how relentless Mike Brown is. He's just like a dog. Just stays on you. And he's so physically strong at 145. And he drags him down. He's got Nunes down. He's got those double underhooks, Mike. And notice how he's got it right on the floating rib. He's got his hands connected. Oh, Nunes taking some shots. Now Mike's got his back.
This is where the strength and power
You need him in the
Brown
head
is
there.
a factor.
And there was an illegal knee. And now Mike is trying to open him up. He's got one hook in. He's got one hook in. He's got over-under control here, too, so Nunes can't spin towards him. Note his right underhook. He controls the left hand with his left, and then he switches it to the right hand. He just wants to make sure that Diego can't turn into him. Now he's got to make sure Diego doesn't grab a Kimura on his left arm. And Mike's just staying very strong on top of him. Now he switches to double underhooks here, which doesn't have the nice double leg. Pressure by Mike Brown.
All kinds of pressure, and that's what he said. I'm good at pushing the pace. And I feel I can overpower anyone in the world at 145.
I'm getting confirmation from the truck that he landed 17 knees in a row to the leg of Diego Nunes, and guaranteed he is going to field that in the second round, or in the first when he gets up, if he ever gets up. That leg is going to be in a hurting spot.
Don't give him any more breakers, man. Break his will right here. Break his will.
24 career victories for Brown.
Nunes back up to his Brown caught him. Oh,
yeah,
he's wobbly. It's his leg, Mike. It's his leg from all those shots as well. He's wobbly, but it's also because of all those knees.
Frenetic pace here. Brown with the uppercut.
Nice uppercut.
The knee returned.
And Nunes, you can see he's a bit wobbly as he's throwing these kicks. They just don't look as composed as they did before Mike Brown landed all those unanswered knees.
.115 on the clock now in round one.
The left eye of Diego Nunes is almost completely closed, Mike. It's really badly swole.
The result of some of those strikes when Brown had top position.
Yeah, I mean, it's closing so quickly. Nice leg kick.
50 seconds on the clock now.
And it's the problem with that eye is he's not going to be able to see that right hand coming as well. And Mike Brown knows it, and he's got that thing cocked. And that is his power weapon.
30 seconds, Mikey.
Nice uppercut by Mike Brown.
Little change of stance here.
Again with that leg kick. And a nice
little more
spinning
power
back
in
kick
those
as
two,
well.
Joe.
Yeah, he's settling in. He's got a beautiful leg kick. Nice spinning back kick. He landed that, Mike.
Mixing things up a little bit at the end of the round. Nunes turning it up.
Oh, he landed a right hand. Mike Brown landed a right hand and hurt him.
Good first round.
That might be the end of the fight, Mike. Nunes' eye is disgusting. I don't know if we can see it here from the angle we have the camera on it. We got to get a camera on that because it is disgusting. That's one of the worst eyes I've seen so quickly. See how, I mean, look at the pressure. It's like his eye is shifted down. It's really a weird spot for so much swelling because the swelling is like right on the eyelid.
Work your combos and don't work on
Let's take a look at the punch that did the damage.
Go in and out, work your hand.
There's a left hand right there. And that's not it, definitely, because that was a left hand that landed that side. But that hurt him for sure. You can see as he got out of there, his legs buckled. And again, the legs buckling, it could be a product of those knees.
Dá o balde.
17 unanswered knees in that first round. I mean, that's brutal. Look at that eye, man. That is a mess. Isn't that the weirdest eye? I think that's one of the weirdest closed eyes I've ever seen.
He comes out firing, though.
Oh, he's game as hell. Oh,
back kick.
He has a distinct advantage in the kicks, that's for sure.
Well, as much as his legs were damaged in round one, it looks like he's got some spring here to open round two.
And he got caught with a right hand that he did not see. That left eye is completely swollen shut. I don't think he sees anything coming out of that. And that's going to also affect his depth perception, Mike.
The swelling on the eyelid.
Nice leg kick there by Brown. But he doesn't want to get in a kicking exchange with Nunes. Nunes is definitely the superior kicker.
Met him with a left hand.
Mike Brown's got to be careful as he's pushing forward here. He doesn't want to get he doesn't want to get over anxious. He doesn't want to leave any openings here. And you heard his corner saying, don't rush it, don't rush it.
Brown hands right up.
You know, interesting, I'm getting something shown to me in the truck there was an illegal knee in that first round that we talked about, and that is exactly what hurt Diego's eye. He was not warned for it or fined for it, but it's clearly the illegal knee that did all the damage to his eye. And we'll show it to you in between rounds. But that is that's what caused this really disgusting swollen eye.
And you said it, it closed up quickly.
It did,
almost
and
immediately.
unusually. It's a very unusual spot. It's like it's not swollen everywhere. It's only the eyelid itself.
Hold the fence.
3 minutes on the clock here in round 2.
And despite that, this is a much better round for Diego Nunes. He's throwing a lot more kicks. He's got Mike Brown pressed up against the cage here. He tried for a spinning elbow there.
Switches the stance again. Brown, so much power.
It's amazing that that eye really hasn't affected
Good clinch,
Diego's ability to attack. Nice clinch.
nor his willingness to be aggressive.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's almost ignoring it.
He's trying to ragdoll Mike Brown here. And you're talking about one of the strongest guys at 145 in the world of mixed martial arts. Past the midway point, Nunes and Brown. Oh, my.
Nice left hand by Nunes.
Nunes
Oh,
again
nice
putting
spinning back
things
kick.
together.
Again to the liver, he attacked that spinning back kick. And Mike Brown felt that one. You know, it's tough to tell when something, oh, went for an axe kick. Yeah, big advantage in the kicking by Nunes. And if he can keep this fight in the kicking range, stay on the outside, you know.
And Mike Brown talked about that pre-fight, Joe. He said,
Oh!
we know he's an excellent kicker.
Nice straight left there by Diego.
I've got to do something to neutralize them, and he hasn't done that here in round 2.
No, he did in the first round, but he's definitely slowed down a bit in the second.
That will help if he can complete it. Grab the fence momentarily, warned by Yves Levine. Brown looking to overpower with a minute left in the round.
And Brown able to complete the takedown here, but he's got to do some damage to try to make up for all the kicks that Diego has landed in this round. Because this has definitely been a better round for Nunes. And then Mike gets him to the ground here.
You keep him against the cage. You keep him against the cage. Don't let him off. Don't let him off. Yes, yes. You stay with him. Stay with it.
Brown's corner says, let's keep this in close quarters.
Brown has slowed down a bit in this round, Mike.
Oh, my!
Beautiful spinning back
You
kick
could
to
hear
the
it.
body.
And now the knees again. To the body.
And Mike's trying to go over the top with that right hand, but Nunes is anticipating it and blocking it.
A couple of those spinning back kicks have been vicious.
Beautiful round for Nunes, man. He really bounced back well after that first.
And again he delivers and lands
Again.
the spinning back kick.
And those are powerful body shots, Mike. Those are going to take a lot out of Mike Brown. Let's take a look at it again.
Catch a deep breath first.
Let's see some of the action in that round. Look at this beautiful spinning back kick. Look how he turns this in. Man, there's some power in that. And Mike Brown has some serious abs because he takes these over and over again. Now let's go back to the first round. Now this is the punch that could have possibly caused the damage on the eye. Here's the knee, rather. This is the illegal knee. Let's take a look at it from another angle. We'll get a second look at it. Let's see where it lands. No, it looks like it's more in the top of the head to me. It doesn't look like that caused the damage. It looks like it got him more in the top of the head, but the punch, though, landed right on the eye. Now, this is before the knee. Let's take a look at this punch. That's the jaw. No, none of those landed on the eye either. Interesting. So somewhere along the line, he took a hard shot to the eyeball, but at least we know it wasn't the illegal knee. That's definite. It definitely hit the top of the head, but that eye is nasty.
Yep. And Brown had him in that position for a matter of time in round 1.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Good show of sportsmanship.
Yeah,
by
good
Nunes.
fight so far. Mike Brown damaging Diego Nunes in round 1. Diego returning the favor in round 2.
Yeah, Mike Brown has got to close this distance. As long as he's staying within kicking range, Nunes is going to light him up.
And
he
he's
just caught him with
again.
Yeah, he caught him with a left hook as well. I mean, Mike has got to get out of that range.
Nice
That's
kick.
a terrible range. He's got to close that distance. It's a huge advantage for Nunes to have, you know, that big gap in the kicking ability. Oh, nice kick to the liver.
Again and again with the kicks.
Yeah, and these hurt, man. I mean, there's a lot more power in your kicks, and there's no padding on them. I mean, you got to think about your legs. Your legs are carrying you around all day. The amount of power that you can generate with them in comparison to your arms is huge. It's easier to land punches, but the power difference is just dramatic. And Mike Brown gets the gets the takedown. And Nunes back up to his feet. Nunes got a Kimura attack here on the left arm of Mike Brown. I can't tell how he's got his hands gripped together, but he's attacking that left arm. And he might dive his left leg under it, Mike, if he feels like he can. As he's attacking that Kimura, it's tough to see it. No, he let it go. Okay, he doesn't have it anymore. But he's going for it again. What he's trying to do is, if he's trying to wrap it up, if he gets that Kimura, what we're going to see probably is him stuff his left leg in between the legs of Mike Brown and use it to sweep. And he let it go totally.
Nunes spins slightly and now has Brown up against the cage.
This is going to be a difficult fight to score because I gave that second round to Nunes. I thought he did a lot more damage with his kicks. Even though the first round was clearly to Mike Brown, I think the second round went to Nunes. So Nunes is really putting the pressure on Brown in this round. He's landing more kicks. He's doing a lot of damage. Brown has got to pick it up. He's slowed down quite a bit from that first round. Nice knee and nice punch by Brown.
And a lot of the slowdown was the result of the great kicks and the arsenal of the attack of Diego Nunes in round 2.
Yeah, those kicks to the body, they take a tremendous amount out of you. Sap you of your strength, sap you of your endurance. And Nunes going for the tie clinch, lands a nice knee to the body. Yeah, Mike Brown has slowed really considerably from that first round.
You can see the significant difference after the second round as opposed to the first.
And Nunes landed a good punch there.
This is going to be a battle of the finish, Joe.
I'm really impressed with the fact that Nunes has been able to come back from that first round, and on top of that, he's been able to fight with that so effectively with that left eye completely swollen shut. Because if you've ever had an eye swollen shut like that, it really messes with your depth perception. And Mike Brown has got his back here, and there he goes with those knees again. Mike loves that position, double underhooks, controlling the body, and then slamming those knees in again. Now we're back to what happened in that first round. And Diego's trying to get out of that. He does not want to ruin that leg for the last minute of the fight.
Diego shakes his head again in this position, but it's a position of control for Mike Brown.
Yeah, and Mike would love to keep the fight here for the rest of the round, and Diego gets out of it. Nice knee, but he's got that tie clinch.
He's utilized the tie clinch very nicely.
Yeah, his Muay Thai is excellent. I mean, and it's not just his Muay Thai. He's got a lot of other techniques. The side kicks and turning kicks and axe kicks.
Wants the single.
He's on top here, though. Mike Brown got to be careful here. He's going for a front choke.
Under a minute on the clock now.
Pay close attention to the arms of Diego Nunes, where he decides to try to slide them through. Oh, and a knee on the stand-up. And again, that tie clinch with that knee.
A knee answered by Brown. 40 seconds. Counter right.
Oh,
and again he lands
spinning back kick is outstanding. I mean, it just shows you how tough Mike Brown is.
Big takedown there.
That is big. That's big
takedown.
Scoring-wise. It just shows you how tough Mike Brown is to be able to take all these shots to the body.
Nunes is up.
Nunes is up. And on top. Keeping the pressure down.
Final seconds of this fight.
Yeah, Brown has got to do something here. This is going to negate his takedown.
Brown swinging. Head kick. The axe kick again.
See the distance? The problem in the distance, man. Mike just cannot close the distance, and Nunes staying about 2 steps backwards so he can land those kicks. He really controlled the distance in that second and third round. Very, very impressive performance considering how much damage he took in the first.
Good fight between the former champion and the rising star. We await the judge's decision. Big takedown late in the third round for Mike Brown, Joe.
Yeah, this was huge. This was huge scoring-wise, although I still think you got to consider damage-wise, Nunes did more. He landed a lot more kicks. It was good because it took him down, but Nunes wound up reversing it and getting on top. Now here's the first round. 17 unanswered knees in a row. Over and over again, Mike Brown slammed these knees into the thigh of Diego Nunes. Now here's some punches here. One of these did some damage to his eye. We don't know which one. Now here's the illegal knee. Really landed on the top of the forehead. You see Nunes kind of complaining about it. And here's a turning side kick. Slams it to the body. Beautiful kicking technique by Diego Nunes.
Good fight at 145 with the official decision. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 29-28, Nunes. 29-28, Brown. And 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Diego the Gun Nunes.
Diego Nunes by split decision. Huge victory for the Brazilian. Here's Joe.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Diego Nunes. Diego, first of all, congratulations on an excellent performance. You had a very, very difficult first round. How badly, if ever, how badly were you hurt in that first round?
Toda luta é difícil. Guerreiro Mike Brown, eu agradeço pela oportunidade de estar com ele. É uma honra. Foi difícil, mas no final eu venci.
Every fight's a very difficult fight. I take my hat off for Mike Brown. He's a very tough opponent, but in the end, I won the fight.
How difficult was it seeing out of your eye? It seems like your eye got badly damaged in that first round. Did you have a hard time judging distance with your eye swollen like that?
Conseguindo ver desse olho, está vendo a distância?
Tô vendo tudo. Tô vendo. Isso é só mais um percalço no meio do campeão. Que nem já dizia Paulo, o espinho no corpo serve para fortalecer, não serve para destruir.
I can see fine. This is just a small thorn in my body.
A big part of this fight seemed to be your ability to land kicks in the distance. Was that a big part of your strategy coming here tonight?
A tua estratégia era você ficar na distância e ficar chutando ele?
Com certeza, ele é um cara muito duro, uma mão muito dura. É um ex-campeão. Para mim é uma honra. Eu agradeço. Eu saí do nada e estou aqui hoje, no melhor lugar do mundo. Eu agradeço a oportunidade.
For sure, I wanted to kick him. He's got very heavy hands. He's an ex-champion in the WEC. He's a very tough opponent. I just thank God for being here tonight.
Great fight, very, very tough fight. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you again. Diego Nunes, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, people! People! God bless all of us!
Very emotional, and justifiably so. Diego Nunes defeats the former champion.